As per requested by you guys, welcome to the Magma Core. This planetary region will leave you sweating. As the name suggests, the Magma Core features lava and fire. Within these caves, the temperatures could be to about 250 to 400 degrees. But unlike the glacial strata freezing your gizzards off, the Magma Core is not hot enough to set you on fire for the amount of time that you are here. A really fun fact about the Magma Core is that the Magma Core is among the deepest of the mining systems within hoxxes. The landing depths can go from about 11 kilometers to 12 kilometers under hoxxes. The Magma Core is rated at 3 for rock hardness, meaning that it requires 3 pickaxe hits for you to destroy the environment around you. This is by far the hardest rock to destroy with a pickaxe in the game. And with this rock hardness noted, it's also worth for me mentioning that the dirt paths are unaffected by rock hardness. The materials that you can expect to find in the Magma Core are magnite, which has an abundant supply, and crappa, which has a scarce supply. As far as enemy encounters go in the Magma Core, most glyphids can be encountered in the Magma Core, including of course cave leeches and spitball infectors to ruin your day. The Magma Core holds many hazards as you journey through this hot planetary region. One of the most prominent and common hazards that you'll encounter in the Magma Core is hot rock. Hot rock can appear naturally as the cave seed is generated when you load into the mission, or even when explosive weapons destroy the natural rock of the terrain, leaving more hazardous floor in their wake. The gunner is very notorious for making holes within natural terrain using his weapons. The Leadstorm-powered minigun and the Thunderhead heavy autocannon are fortunately not able to make any more additional hot rock in this planetary region. However, the Hurricane-guided rocket system, on the other hand, is able to make more hot rock, considering it deals explosive damage. While the hot rock in this area doesn't exactly damage you too much, it can get quite annoying as it periodically takes away your shields the longer you stand in it. You can get pretty creative with hot rock as it can force enemies to go through a certain path, like in my instance of the game where I have all glyphids going through a single choke point on the left. Enemies will actively try to avoid anywhere where there is hot rock, but sometimes they even may have chances of going into the hot rock directly. I always find it really fun to freeze them on top of hot rock so they evidently take a lot of burst damage through temperature shock. Another hazard to encounter in the Magma Core are lava geysers. These geysers will erupt fire at regular intervals. You can easily identify when a lava geyser is erupting by a sudden screen shake followed by a subtle rumbling noise. And of course, much like the steam geysers that we've encountered before on the fungus bogs, the lava geysers are also destructible. Destroying a lava geyser will cause it to instantaneously explode, dealing massive amount of damage to players or even creatures within the area. The explosion will also leave a crater with a bunch of hot rock in its wake. You'll also have chances of coming across smaller lava geysers which also come in a group. Smaller lava geysers will periodically shoot lava a short distance upwards and deal a small amount of burning damage to players or even creatures that come within its wake. Small lava geysers are not really known for doing too much damage, but they are able to build up the fire status effect rather quickly, even when it comes to bugs running right through them. There's always something so satisfying about making bugs suffer from temperature shock damage. Additionally, the entire cave will have a chance to shake violently in a quake. Quakes will dramatically slow all dwarves and creatures' movement speeds to a crawl. Quakes will even have a small chance of cracking the ground wide open, exposing large crevices of magma rock. Oh, and one other thing. Much like the fungus bogs, the maggots are also different in this biome. Not only are they colored differently, but when you kill them, they'll explode, dealing quite a bit amount of damage to players and creatures in the area. You'll also be able to find explosive plants, much like we've seen before in the fungus bogs, which do of course have a tendency to explode whenever you damage them. The explosive plants will come in 3 different sizes, which will also determine how much health, damage, and radius they will be able to have. With of course the smallest plant dealing the littlest amount of damage, and the biggest plant doing the largest amount of damage. Now, much like I mentioned before, enemy encounters are not known to be super special when it comes to the Magma Core. Let's go ahead and talk about what makes the Magma Core the Magma Core. First thing to, of course, talk about is the lava, the magma, but also not to mention that the hot rock can make a pretty nice light source, or even an exotic-looking bunker if you're going for the driller bunkie strats. You'll be able to find weird brown-looking tubes that spew out steam, which are known as mineral chimneys. They don't exactly provide a whole lot of purpose, but they're there kind of just for decoration. Some plants that you may be able to find as well are known as chrome puffs or even yellow tubals, which are plants that don't really serve a whole lot of purpose, but can most definitely add a lot of atmosphere when it comes to the magma core. And with that being said, you are now ready to take on the magma core. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Rock and stone!